So the Scav case in Escape from Tarkov is another one of those highly debated topics in the game that nobody can ever seem to agree on. Some people will tell you that it's totally worth investing in, and others will tell you it's a complete waste of money. Oftentimes I'll see people talking about how they pulled insane loot out of the Scav case, such as colored keycards, LEDXs, and high value keys, but how realistic is it to be getting items like that? So today I'll be running the 95k Scav case 10 times so you guys don't have to. Alright, so before we get into the runs and break down all of the numbers and show you guys the spreadsheet, I want to explain the Scav case very quickly to anyone who might be a new player. So the Scav case is a hideout component where Scavs will bring you loot as long as you pay the fee. And to build the Scav case, you must have Intel Center level 2 and all of the required items, which are the following: 1 golden rooster, a Scav junk box, 3 bottles of moonshine, 4 roller watches, 8 gold chains, 6 gold skull rings, and 3 bronze lions. At the time of this recording, constructing the Scav case will cost you roughly 3.1 million rubles. So the question is the Scav case worth building? And if you do build it, which runs should you be doing? This will be a multi-part series where I do 10 runs on each option of the Scav case to show you guys which one might be the best for you. So let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, so hopping straight into this, right here on the screen I've got a spreadsheet. I wrote down all of the numbers for all you guys who like that kind of stuff. Ignore the notepad, I'm kind of just using it to block off everything, and we'll move it down as we go. In the background I'll be showing you guys me opening up every Scav run, but for the most part we're just going to be talking numbers and going through that. Alright, so as I mentioned before, this is for the 95k Scav case. So right here you'll see amount sold for, and then you'll see flea market fee, and then the profit and loss. So just understand how I'm getting this profit and loss is by taking the amount sold for and the flea market fee and then subtracting the 95k that we spent on the case. So for example, in run number 1 we sold all of our items for 97,404 rubles. Subtract the 95k that we spent on the case and then subtract the flea market fee, and that leaves us with a loss of 4,184 rubles. Some of the flea market fees you'll see nothing in there. That just means that I sold everything directly to the trader. Some of these I sold stuff to the trader, some of them I put it on the flea market, so it really just depends on what would give me the most money. All right, so jumping right into run number 1, I know we kind of already went over it. As I mentioned before, you guys will see everything that I got on the screen. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but essentially we sold everything for 97k plus the flea market fee, and that put us at a loss of 4,184 rubles. Moving on to run number 2, we sold everything for 60,238 rubles. We didn't put anything on the flea, so there's no fee there, and that put us at a loss of 34,762 rubles. So I just kind of want to put it out there that these Scav case runs are just complete RNG, random, luck of the draw. There's really no rhyme or reason to why it works the way it does, and there's no trends that you can notice between each of the different, choices that you have for the Scav case. But it seems to me that the more amount of money you spend, the rarer items you're gonna get, which is kind of the whole purpose of this experiment. But moving on down to run number 3, this one was a pretty rough one. We sold everything for 36,889, had a flea market fee of 1,345, and that equates to a total loss of 56,766 rubles. So already 3 runs in, we are not off to a good start whatsoever. Moving down to run number 4, again selling for a loss here. We sold for 43,529 rubles. No flea market fee. That puts us at a loss of 51,471. Moving down to run number 5, a little bit similar to the last one. We sold everything for 46,105 at a flea market fee of 1,560 for a total loss of 47,335. Again, not looking too good. Moving down to run number 6, this is kind of where things start to take a little bit of a turn. We sold everything for 97,802 rubles. We had a flea market fee of 2,381 for a total loss of 29 rubles. I know, crazy. Moving on to run number 7, this was The first time that we had something really good with a nice profit on it, we sold everything for $149,727 at a flea market fee of $7,939 for a total profit of 46,788 rubles. Ignore my plus sign on the right side. I tried to put it on the left, but it was doing some funky stuff in Google Sheets, and I don't really know how to use Sheets very well, so my plus sign's on the right side. Don't give me crap for it. Run number 8, we had another decent one. We sold everything for 134,182 rubles. No flea market fee. We sold it all to the trader. Leaves us with a profit of 39,182. Run number 9, again, another really good run. We sold everything for 156,550 rubles. We had a flea market fee of 7,952, which leaves us with a profit of 53,598. And then finally, run number 10, we sold everything for 99,643. Flea market fee of 3,088 or a measly profit of 1,555 rubles. So if we move on down here, we're going to see the total amount that we sold everything for is going to be 922,069 rubles. And then the total amount that we spent on flea market fees is going to be 30,853. So that leaves us with a grand total profit slash loss of 27,931 rubles. And I just realized that I didn't factor in the flea market fee into this final number. So I think it's closer to 58,000. This is just a picture. I can't edit it on the spot, but this number right here is about 59,000. So in 10 runs doing the 95k scav case, we lost about 58,000 rubles. Now, out of all of these runs that I did, I believe I only kept one item, and that was an RD704. Pretty good gun. We got it out of the 95k scav case. The RD, I think, is like 120k from the traders. But other than that, we didn't get anything noteworthy in the scav case, and that set us back about 58,000 rubles. So jumping over to the hideout, I've got one going right now. Don't worry about this. But if you look at all of these, they all have a different time limit. And if you look at the 95k, it took an hour and 51 minutes per run. And I believe this number will go down the higher your hideout management skill goes. So the more you level that up, the shorter this time will be. There might be a couple other things that factor into getting this number down, but I'm not really sure. In total, for the 10 runs that we did, it took about 20 hours worth of doing this. And in 20 hours, we lost about 58,000 rubles. So to sum everything up, and the whole purpose of this video is for me to tell you guys whether it's worth it or not to do these. In my opinion, I do not think you should be doing the 95k scav case. Spending 20 hours doing this to lose 58,000 rubles and only pulling out one item that I would even use is just not worth it in my opinion. And I will say this again, these are completely random. So your 10 runs might be completely different than my 10 runs, but this is just kind of me showing you how 10 runs went for me. And in my opinion, I think you should save your money and don't waste your time on the 95k scav run. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and hopefully you guys learned something and pulled something out of it. If you did, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. For those of you that are interested, we're going to be doing a video on every single one of these runs, and it's going to be the same exact format that you just saw. So if you want to see the intel runs, the moonshine runs, all of these, I'm going to be doing a video on all of them. So stay tuned for that. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.